I'm Kevin, and I'm here with a great bunch of guys from my lodge in Virginia. Some of the others have been doing Noac before, but this is my first. I was real surprised last summer when I was tapped out at camp. It was an honor to be elected by my buddies in the troop. The ordeal was a real challenge. It rained half the night, but receiving that sash on Saturday was worth all the trouble. And here I am 1 year later, in Indiana, for the 75th anniversary of the Order of the Arrow. I even met the chief, that's the national chief, of the whole order, John Meckley.
Fellow Arrowmen, we present to you the Regent Chief, the National Vice Chief, and the National Chief of the Order of the Arrow.
I'm convinced, not only do we have the largest group of Arrowmen ever assembled for a national conference, but we have the most enthusiastic group ever present in our 75-year history. Each time an induction ceremony is performed and the fire of cheerfulness burns again, Dr. Goodman's spark of inspiration is fanned into a flame, into the hearts of more young men. Now, my brothers, that flame, that fire is ours to tend, and it is ours to feed. What we do in celebration of 75 years of service, and what we do in preparation for the next 75 will determine the success of our order. In the words of our founder, what each of us does affects the future of the Order of the Arrow. You are our organization's lifeblood and its future. It's about you and those like you who have made a sincere, sound investment in and are strongly dedicated to what I believe and know is our nation's greatest resource, its youth. This spirit is what we plant in the hearts and minds of our youth through scouting's many activities. America doesn't necessarily need knot tires and fire builders and hikers, but America does need citizens of character, youth with a system of values, youth committed to a brighter future. The Order of the Arrow has been developing the skills and talents of young men for 75 years, and we can only look ahead to an even brighter future. You. This week, let's explore something new about the Order, about others, about ourselves. Go ahead, live life deliberately. You won't be disappointed. This week, we celebrate a proud tradition of 75 years together. But more than that, we celebrate life. The Order of the Arrow is not merely a sash to wear. It is a life to live. Now, my brothers, let's live it. Happy birthday.
He even gave me his autograph. Wait till the guys see this back home. We did so much stuff. It seems like we've been here 2 weeks, not 2 days. Me, I like the training sessions.
Hi, this is Kerry Bodette, and we're with the OAPD. We may not have the flashy flim-flam rooms like some of the campuses have, but we're offering some good, wholesome 75th anniversary style personal development. And you know the kind I mean. The kind with the big 7-5, with the red Indian in the middle and the turtle on the side. So come on down to Ballantine Hall. We'll leave the lights on for you.
Hi, I'm Kevin Mefford, CVC for Indian Events. On Tuesday and Wednesday mornings, we have Indian Events training, everything from beads to bustles.
Hi, I'm David Bone.
And I'm Kevin Bokish.
And we're here in Jordan Hall where an exciting new program called the Lodge Leader Development Program is being prepared.
Are you a lodge leader, youth or adult, and need help in developing your leadership skills? If so, then come by and see us on Monday or Tuesday in Jordan Hall. We'll see you there.
From the east, west, south, and north, gathered here in Willard Heartland, gathered now to guide our brothers, guide you as you journey onward in your quest for better knowledge of our customs and traditions. Many topics of our sessions and solemn workshops for you to seek the knowledge and share the spirit. Firmly now take one step forward and come on down to ceremonies training.
My name is Dean Frummel, and I'm a member of the personal development staff. I'd like to invite you all to come to our workshops, which we'll be offering every afternoon beginning at 1 o'clock. We have a wide range of topics ranging from newsletters, computerizing the lodge plan book planning, Alpha Phi Omega, and many, many more.
What we try to do is teach new things, teach new ideas for these guys to go back to the lodge and use. Bring all the older guys that just didn't get as much out of OA that we are since we're here. Try to bring them back into the lodge so it'll be fun for them. Just be cheerful at all times, even in the midst of irksome tasks and weighty responsibilities. Makes it so, I mean, you have to be a certain way and you have to be motivated to see these guys around here. Make sure they're happy and make sure they're motivated to go out and do things. Well, the OA has kept me in the scouting program a lot. I mean, the things that the OA does, it keeps you motivated so you want to go out and stay in your troop. You want to stay in scouting even if after you're older.
Are you motivated? Yeah. Are you motivated? Yeah. Are you going to motivate others? Yeah. What? Yeah. All right. Thanks for your coming, y'all.
This conference is a turning point in our history, and you have a chance to make the future. Patches change, seasons change, why even gas prices change. But for 75 years, the principles that Dr. Goodman has founded the organization on have not changed. So get ready to grow these next 3 days in leadership opportunities and in your own personal abilities. Thank you very much.
Bo knows volleyball.
Bo knows Indian dancing.
Bo knows patch trading.
Bo knows the national chief.
Bo knows Miss Teenage America.
Bo who?
Bo knows the admonition.
Bo knows OA shows.
I don't know the answer to that.
Bo, you don't know training?
I guess I need some personal development.
And now, with a special message, is a good friend and colleague of mine.
Hello, I'm Tom Brokaw, NBC News in New York, and I want to offer my welcome and congratulations to all of you who are there at the National Order of the Arrow Conference. It was a moment of particular pride for me when I was a Boy Scout, member of Troop 33, Pittsdown, South Dakota Sioux Council, and tapped for the Order of the Arrow a long, long time ago. I remember I was a counselor at Camp Chautauqua in southwestern Minnesota, and I had to go to another camp and spend 2, well, rather daunting days living on a hillside, working hard, repairing fences. I had to remain absolutely mute during that 48 hours, which for me particularly was a real challenge, and to go with very little water or food. But at the end, of course, I was awarded the banner that I wore proudly on my Scout uniform. So congratulations to all of you, and let me remind you as well that there is a possibility, still to be determined, that another Hoosier from that part of the world, David Letterman, may have been a member of the Order of the Arrow. I like to think that he wore his upside down while I wore mine upright.
Please give a rousing welcome to one of our own, Captain Sonny Carter.
You have been selected by your peers, your non-members, to represent them. What higher honor can be paid? Need it be told to you more than once that you bear the responsibility for your future and theirs. From this room will come leaders of the future. There is no mistake about it. If you doubt it, wait and see. People who are sitting beside you, 2 rows down, will be leaders of this country. There is no doubt about it. Baseball, though I love it dearly, will not produce those leaders. The Order of the Arrow and the Boy Scouts of America will. Look down here at this stage. After the first airplane flew from the top, what happened then? The imagination of the American came out. The challenge to do what? To prove all the drag coefficients that have ever been created wrong and get an airplane from up there to down here. let me leave you with this last thought. It is not necessary to go into space and be a traveler there to find those among us who expect success, who seek the knowledge, and share the spirit. Thank you very much.
Not bad, huh, guys?
Yeah.
Did you see this great patch I traded for last night? I've never seen so many people and so many patches in the same place all at once. What about all those awesome launch flags? I want to get them all. Not too shabby, huh, guys? But that's just my opinion. There's plenty here for everyone.
Hi, I'm Tony Stein, National Vice Chief. Your the Arrow to me has meant great learning experiences throughout the years, and it's a great honor for me to be a part of this great organization. Dr. Goodman and Carol Hudson found the organization on 3 basic principles, and I'm honored to be a part of this organization and have served you through this year.
Sports are the best.
The skills you learn from being around people, from seeing the lodge officers and the regional officers, and seeing how they use their skills, and you just copy them. They're not trying to teach you to be, to hammer in tent stakes or make tents in 6 strokes or anything, but they're here to teach you about leadership.
I really like the ceremony trainings because I can learn all about the Indian traditions.
Long ago, you gave your promise, said you firmly, on my honor, I'll do my best, I'll do my best. Friend, the one who chose you, who among you now is ready? Who will go upon this journey?
Scouts in Indian outfits. There's something you don't see every day.
The Indian lore involved in the OA. Learned about the Indians that lived in my area and their clothing, how they lived. It teaches you confidence to get up before a group, dance, compete with one another.
That video that they showed all of us at the closing show, you should see it. The 5 shows, the only time they got all 7,000 of us together at once. From opening to closing, they helped us better understand the conference theme. Seek the knowledge, share the spirit.
It is absolutely perfect. Really? It does appear to be naturally complete for our purposes.
Perfect for what? What purposes?
Well, Mr. Contreras, it's like this. Alex is going to tell you. He's the last sheep. Well, Mr. Contreras, Mr. Williams, we've decided that, well, we think that this place would be perfect. Perfect for a new lodge ceremonial ring. Yeah, for tomorrow night.
A new lodge ceremonial ring?
It would be great. We found this place last weekend. We figured we could put a natural altar up here, some candles over here. We've got lots of ideas. He means we have many ideas. Thanks for the English lesson. It's just we need to fire up a new spirit in the lodge.
As long as I've been in this lodge, we've always used the ceremonial site over by the lake. We've never used any other. It's been fine for the whole history of the lodge. Why change now?
Alex has only been lodge chief for about 2 months, but he's wanted it and thought about it a lot longer. He does a great job with guys my age, but now he finds he has to work with an advisor. My friend Alex is a real leader, and that's why he's now searching for some answers to some frustrating questions. The search is on as he seeks the knowledge. Well, they were encouraging, don't you think? They're gonna go eat. Eat, drink, and be adults. You don't... Shouldn't you listen to Mr. Contreras? He seemed really against changing the ceremonial site. Shouldn't you listen to the people who elected you? Shouldn't you listen to your friends?
Should you not listen to yourself? The rocks of the forest are forever gray. They are solid, learned, and knowing. But you are seen as the green, new spring leaf, fresh and young. But now, young leaf, you sense a change of the seasons. You wish to fall from the tree and join others on the forest floor. But are you ready? Will others accept you? Do you fit in? If now is the time for you to seek such a foothold on the forest floor, a vision will tell you. To seek the vision, to take the quest, one must rid oneself of worldly possessions and material things, where only a robe, breechcloth, and moccasins. Clothed thus, the seeker goes to the top of a high place where others are not likely to intrude. There, he should clear a space on the ground of every living and growing thing, sufficiently large enough for him to sit or lie upon. But before entering that cleared space, he should invoke the 4 winds, that they might not bring inclement weather, and might heed his prayers. Upon invoking the 4 winds, he may enter the cleared space, and remain upon it until he has a vision, or is convinced that he will have none.
No more!
I think Jasper was right on the money.
quest worked.
You must have been dreaming.
Well, I don't know whether or not I had a vision, but I've made a decision. We need to learn from the past, but not live in it.
I don't get it. Me neither.
Remember the promises of the Scout Oath, the meaning of the Scout Law, and how all of that is tied together by the Order of the Arrow? These are concepts that are hard to understand in the abstract, but they become easier when seen in human life. We've learned to do what our hearts tell us is the right thing, regardless of what others say. Think of the pre-ordeal. Friends will mock you. Test your resolution often. Face the isolation a leader often faces. Hold fast to scouting pledges. By inspiration, lead them. We accepted the challenge. We tested the bow. Believe in yourself. Be a leader. That's the key.
So what about the ceremonial ring? What about Mr. Contreras?
Listen up, guys. I want a new site, and I want it here, and not near the lake where it's always been.
So what do you propose we do with our lodge advisor? Have an advisorectomy?
I just have to hope you understand. He took the same ordeal we did. He's in the same brotherhood of cheerful service. He tested the bow, just like us. I know he'll understand. He just has to.
Say the word, Alex.
Chad, get the guys. Nathan, Jim, let's lay out where we want things. And Jasper, wherever you are, thanks. We're gonna leave this bow here for you.
Jasper, this bow's for you. It's hard to decide who's right here. Maybe there is no right or wrong. I mean, Mr. Contreras means well. He's a lot like my scoutmaster. Alex just thinks he's got to learn to let go. I mean, so what if we fail? The trick is not to make the same mistake twice.
Alex? Alex, could you come over here for a minute? Oh, God. Here he comes.
Stand tall, Alex. We're behind you. Way back here behind these rocks.
Hi, Mr. Contreras. Mr. Williams. What do you think?
Alex, I guess I just wasn't fair to you last night. I am your advisor, but Tim here has pointed out that maybe I start advising before I start listening. Everything that you and the guys have done here is super. I feel a real excitement in the entire lodge.
Thanks, Mr. Contreras.
Think how wonderful it is to be alive in this century, yet also able to experience the sacred traditions from the past, and to know that nature still responds to her 20th century children by giving them signs and visions, and a sense of peace, and the ability to seek the knowledge, the strength to share the spirit.
I went to the woods because I wish to live deliberately, to front only the essential facts of life, and see if I could not learn what it had to teach, and not, when it came to die, discover that I had
not lived. In this hand, I hold a pen. It's a simple invention used by millions of people, but this one is in my hand, and the words that it will write don't depend on it, but on me. In the hands of Catherine Lee Bates, this simple pen would have had the power to write the words of America the Beautiful. In the hands of Robert Baden-Powell, this pen would have had the power to write the precepts of the Boy Scouts of America. In the hands of a tall, tired president riding in a coach along the countryside of Pennsylvania, this pen would have had the power to write on the back of an envelope 407 years ago. I guess you know the rest. But this pen right now is in my hand, and the words that it will write depend on me. If this pen were in your hand, the words that it would write depend on you. You can do it. You have the power. You are the future. Thank you.
Well, it's been a great week. Too bad I have to go, but I'm out of here.